morning students, welcome to Others Vidyalaya online classes. Today we are going to see unit number 16, plant and animal hormones. Already we discussed some of the human endocrine glands. First one, pituitary gland, completed, then thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, then thymus gland, pancreas. There are 5 glands, human endocrine glands, we are completed in the previous class. Next gland, we are going to see adrenal gland. Last class we studied pancreas. What is the importance of pancreas? Pancreas located in the loop of the stomach and duodenum. Pancreas, it contains dual glands, that is exocrine and endocrine. Exocrine, which contains special type of secreting cells, acinar cells, which secrete pancreatic juice or digestive juice, which help for digestion. Endocrine glands, which contains special type of secreting cells, that is isolates of Langerhans. This which contains 2 different types of cells. One is alpha cells, another one is beta cells. Alpha cells which secrete glucagon hormones, and beta cells which secrete insulin hormones. Then what are the functions of insulins and what are the functions of glucose, and deficiency of insulin which causes what are the diseases we have seen. Deficiency of insulin which causes hyperglycemia and glucosurias and polyurias, polydipsias and polyphagias. Up to here we have seen in the previous class. Next we are going to see adrenal gland. Adrenal, ad means above, renal means kidney. About the 2 kidneys this gland is present, that is adrenal gland, or another one name is supra means superior, first, suprarenal gland. Renal means gland. This gland, it is located at the top of each kidneys, at the top of the each kidney. You see this kidney, this one is kidney. At the top of the kidney it is like cap-like structure. This one is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, this is at the top of the, we have a pair of kidneys, that is we have 2 kidneys. It is located in the pelvic region. At the top of these 2 kidneys this adrenal gland is present. It is located above the each kidneys. It is one kidney like this, another one kidney this side. Then at the top of this each kidney this adrenal gland is present. That is why this adrenal gland is also known as suprarenal gland, because which is present at the top of the 2 kidneys. Then that adrenal gland which contains 2 regions. This is adrenal gland. You can see this one is adrenal gland. This adrenal gland I drawn here. This is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland which contains 2 regions. This is outer region, that is called adrenal cortex. This one is inner region, that is adrenal medulla. You can see adrenal gland which contains 2 regions. Outer region, that is called cortex, that is adrenal cortex, up to here. Okay, up to here adrenal cortex. Then inner region, this one inner region, that is adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla, that means adrenal gland which contains 2 regions. Outer region is called adrenal cortex, inner region is called adrenal medulla. And inside there is a blood vessels. These blood vessels only which connect these regions. These blood vessels which connect these medulla and cortex regions. Now first we can see this adrenal gland. Adrenal cortex and medulla structurally and functionally it is different. They are different. Structurally and functionally, and totally it is different from each other. Because adrenal cortex which secrete different types of hormones, adrenal medulla which secrete different types of hormones. That is why it is structurally and functionally different each other. First we can see adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex. This adrenal cortex, it is outer region of the adrenal gland. See, as I said, outer region of the adrenal gland, that is adrenal cortex. This adrenal cortex which contains 3 layers. This adrenal cortex which contains 3 layers like this, 1, 2, like this 3. Adrenal gland which contains 3 layer, outer layer, middle layer and inner layer. Adrenal cortex which contains 3 glands. One is zona glomerulosa. Zona means that is a region. Adrenal gland, that is a region. Zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata. Third one is zona reticularis. Then adrenal cortex which contains 3 layers. One is zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, then zona reticularis. It is difficult words. Please once again I will tell. You can listen carefully. Adrenal cortex which contains 3 layer. Adrenal cortex which contains 3 layer. First layer, that is zona glomerulosa. Second layer, that is zona fasciculata. Third layer, that is zona reticularis. Zona reticularis. Next, adrenal cortex which secrete hormone, that is corticosteroid hormone. Corticosteroids, steroids content. Adrenal cortex which secrete hormones, that is corticosteroids. Corticosteroids hormones. That corticosteroid hormones which contain 2 different types of hormones. Corticosteroids which contains 2 types. One is glucocorticoids, another one is mineralocorticoids. Then corticosteroids which secrete from adrenal cortex, this region, adrenal cortex which secrete hormones, that is called corticosteroid. That corticosteroid which contains 2 types of hormones. One is glucocorticoids, another one is mineralocorticoids. Glucocorticoids, another one is mineralocorticoids. We can see functions of each. First we can see functions of glucocorticoids. Glucocorticoids, these hormones which secrete from zona fasciculata. These hormones which secrete from, this is zona fasciculata layer. From this zona fasciculata only which secrete this hormone. Which one? Glucocorticoids. The name itself is there. Gluco means which formation of glucose. Okay, formation of glucose. From where? From glycogen. Glycogen already where it is stored? In the liver. Then the storage glycogen, it convert into glucose by glucocorticoids hormones. That is main functions. Okay. Then this glucocorticoids against which contains 2 types. Please don't confuse. These all are hormones names. First adrenal cortex which secrete hormones. Then is corticosteroid. Then corticosteroids which contains 2 hormones. One is glucocorticoids, another one is mineralocorticoids. Then glucocorticoids again which contains 2 types of hormones. One is cortisol or corticosterone. Cortisol, another one name is there, life saving hormones. Another one name, life saving hormone. Another one name of cortisols, life saving hormones. Then second type, corticosteroid. Then glucocorticoids, which contains two types. One is cortisol or life saving hormone. Another one is corticosteroid. First we can see the functions of these two hormones, functions of cortisol and corticosteroid function, mainly which regulate the cell metabolism. It is a chemical reaction. செல்லினுடைய வளர்சிதை மாற்றத்தை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணக்கூடியது, ரெகுலேட் பண்ணக்கூடியது யார் அப்படின்னா இந்த குளுக்கோகார்டிகாய்ட்ஸ் உடைய ஹார்மோன்ஸ் தான். Glucocorticoids, which regulate cell metabolism in the chemical reaction which take place inside the cell. Second point you can see, which helps in the formation of glucose from glycogen in the liver. As I said, excess glucose, it will be stored in the form of glycogen in the liver. Now this glycogen again reconvert or break down into glucose in the liver. This also it take place with the help of glucocorticoids. என்ன, எக்ஸஸ் குளுக்கோஸ் வந்து glycogen ஃபார்மில் லிவரில் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணியிருக்குது. when we are fasting, நம்ம எப்பெல்லாம் சாப்பிட்றியோ அப்போ என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா அந்த ஸ்டோரேஜ் glycogen வந்து திரும்பி குளுக்கோஸாக எனர்ஜியாக கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இந்த குளுக்கோகார்டிகாய்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற ஹார்மோன்ஸ் தான் என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும். தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட், இட் இஸ் விச் ஆக்ட் ஆஸ் அண்ட் anti-inflammatory. And inflammatory means swelling. Anti-inflammatory means against swelling. Sometimes when we are getting injured or wound, when we are falling down in somewhere and that place swelling it take place, that swelling will be prevented or reduced by these glucocorticoids hormones, and also which act as anti-allergic agents in our body. Some substances which do not accept, suddenly that allergic take place. For example, eyes become reddish color due to that climate in that allergies, or the skin also becomes a reddish color, or some of the patches due to climatic changes. Some of that like that allergic content which prevent by this glucocorticoids hormones. நம்ம எப்பயாவது கீழே விழுந்துட்டோம், செஞ்சிட்டோம், எங்கேயாவது அடிபட்டுருச்சு அப்படின்னா வீக்கம் ஏற்படும். அந்த வீக்கத்தை வந்து நார்மலாக வீக்கத்தை குறைக்கக்கூடிய தன்மை யாருக்கு இருக்குது அப்படின்னா இந்த குளுக்கோகார்டிகாய்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற ஹார்மோன்ஸ்க்கு தான் இருக்குது. அதே மாதிரி நம்ம உடம்புல நம்மளை அறியாமல் ஏதாவது திடீர்னு அலர்ஜி ஏற்பட்டுச்சு, ஒவ்வாமை ஏற்பட்டது அப்படின்னா அது கிளைமேட்டிக் கண்டிஷனாக இருக்கலாம், ஃபுட்டு ரிலேட்டடாக இருக்கலாம், டாக்ஸிக் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸாக கூட இருக்கலாம். ஏதோ ஒரு வகையில் நம்ம உடம்புல அலர்ஜி ஏற்பட்டது அப்படின்னா அந்த அலர்ஜியையும் ஆன்டி அலர்ஜி ஏஜெண்டாக ஆக்ட் பண்ணக்கூடியது யார் அப்படின்னா இந்த குளுக்கோகார்டிகாய்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற ஹார்மோன்ஸ். Next functions is mineralocorticoids. Functions of mineralocorticoids. First we can see the mineralocorticoids. Adrenal cortex which is secrete two hormones. One is glucocorticoids, another one is mineralocorticoids. Just now we have seen glucocorticoids. Next one is functions of mineralocorticoids. This mineralocorticoids means which control the minerals, that itself is there. Minerals, the corticoids hormones, that hormone which controls, which regulate the minerals in our body, that is mineralocorticoids. These mineralocorticoids hormones which is secrete from zona glomerulosa regions. Zona glomerulosa. Already we have seen adrenal cortex, which contains 3 regions: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, then zona reticularis. In that zona glomerulosa, which secrete mineralocorticoids hormones. Mineralocorticoids hormones. These mineralocorticoids hormone main functions which reabsorb sodium ions from the renal tubules. Renal means kidney, tubules, blood vessels, network of blood vessels. From that renal tubule or kidney tubules, these sodium ions which reabsorbed by these mineralocorticoids hormones. Yes, sodium ion is useful for our body functions to maintain electrolyte balance, to maintain osmotic pressure, to maintain blood pressure. These functions, sodium ion is very important. Then finally this kidney which reabsorb sodium ions from the renal tubules. Next function, it increases excretion of potassium ions, which increases excretion of potassium ion. Excretion means removal of waste, excess things. Excretion, removal. Which one remove? Potassium ions. Then the mineralocorticoids, which helps to increase the excretion of potassium ions from the kidney tubules. Yes, potassium ion is not required in our body. Then excess potassium ions, it will be eliminated from the kidney. That is also mineralocorticoids, because potassium, sodium, these all are minerals. This which regulate by mineralocorticoids hormones. Next point, this mineralocorticoids which maintains electrolyte balance. Electrolyte balance means they maintain the minerals like sodium, potassium, iron, all other iron contents. Everything it is maintained by these mineralocorticoids hormones. Then again, which maintain body fluid volumes. Our body which contain mainly blood and water. These two fluid which maintained by these mineralocorticoids. When the water content is less in our body, which stimulate the thirsty feeling. Then and which maintains blood volume also. These two fluid content maintained by these mineralocorticoids hormones. Again, this mineralocorticoids hormone which maintains osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure means that cell which contains certain pressure. Then from that cell only one cell to another cell which passes that minerals, and then all the cells are equalized. Then isolation solution, isometric solutions, isometric. Then osmotic pressure also it is maintained. Then blood pressure. Normally we have 120/80 blood pressure, which do not allow to increase, which do not allow to decrease. That normal blood pressure is maintained by this mineralocorticosteroid or mineralocorticoids hormone. Mineralocorticoids or mineralocorticosteroids, both are same. Mineralocorticoids or mineralocorticosteroids, both are same. Now we are completed adrenal cortex. Adrenal gland having 2 regions. One is adrenal cortex, another one is adrenal medulla. Adrenal cortex which secrete 2 types of hormones that we have seen, glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. Next we are going to see adrenal medulla. Next, adrenal medulla. It is second region of adrenal gland. It is inner region of adrenal gland, that is adrenal medulla. Medulla means middle or inner. In adrenal gland, inner region, that is adrenal medulla. This adrenal medulla, it is made up of special type of cells, secreting cells, that is Gromaphian cells. Gromaphian cells. That adrenal medulla, which contains special type of secreting cells, that cells are known as Gromaphians. Gromaphian cells. These Gromaphian cells, these cells, which is richly supplied with sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves or nervous system. Sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system, we have seen the nervous system. These are which comes under autonomic nervous systems. Autonomic means that which control or which act as involuntary actions. One which helps to stimulate, increase the functions, violate the functions. Another one which helps to non-violate, which brings in the normal functions, that is sympathetic and parasympathetic. இதில் என்ன செய்யணும், ஒன்று வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை வந்து ஸ்டிமுலேட் பண்ணும், இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு உதவு பண்ணும். இன்னொன்று வந்து என்ன செய்யணும்னா நார்மலாக கொண்டு வரும். இப்போ நம்ம ஓடுறோம், விளையாடுறோம், ஹார்ட் பீட் வந்து அதிகமாக போகுது. ஆனால் ஹார்ட் பீட் அதிகமாக போகிறதுக்கு தூண்டக்கூடியது யார் அப்படின்னா இந்த ஹார்மோன்ஸ், அந்த சிம்பத்தட்டிக் நர்வஸ் சிஸ்டமும் சேர்ந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணும். அதே இது அந்த ஓடி முடிஞ்ச பிறகு நம்ம நார்மலாக வர்றோம், ப்ரீத்திங்லாம் நார்மலாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னா இந்த பேராசிம்பத்தட்டிக் நர்வஸ் சிஸ்டம் என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா which brings under control, which maintains normal functions. Then this adrenal medulla which secrete two hormones like adrenal cortex secrete two hormones, glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. Likewise, adrenal medulla also which secrete two different hormones. One is adrenaline, another one is noradrenaline. Adrenaline, another one name is epinephrine. Adrenaline, another one name is epinephrine. Noradrenaline, another one name is noradrenaline. Then adrenal medulla which secrete two hormones. One is adrenaline or epinephrine. Another one hormone is noradrenaline or norepinephrine. These both hormones which act as a emergency hormones. These are emergency hormones. Why it is emergency hormones? Because this hormone which secretes during any emergency situation or any stress situations, any emergency or any stress situation, for example heartbeat and breathing rate of respiration. These times when the breathing rate or heartbeat rate when it goes down, that time these hormones suddenly which secrete and stimulate the increase the heartbeat rate and increase the respiration rate. That is why this hormone is known as emergency hormone. Important in 1 mark. Name the emergency hormones, that is adrenaline and noradrenaline. This hormone when it secretes during any emergency situation or any stress situations. For example, suddenly we are getting fear or nervous, and that time also this hormone which secretes. Then these hormones, because of these emergency hormones, during any emergency or stress situation which is secrete, that is why these hormones commonly known as triple F, triple F hormones. Why it is a triple F hormones? Because first one fight, flight and fright. Fight, flight and fright. This adrenaline and noradrenaline, it is an emergency hormone commonly known as triple F, that is F. First one is fight, flight and fright. Why we are telling triple F? First F is fight. Yes, when we are fighting without any reasons, then that fighting which is solved by this hormone adrenaline and noradrenaline, that is why it is fight, first F. Second one, flight. See, our mind may be out of station or out of control. Then that time this hormone which reach there, adrenaline and noradrenaline which reach there, it is commonly known as emergency hormone, because this called triple F hormones, triple F hormone, F hormones. First F is fight, second F is flight, third F is fright. For fight, there itself is there. We are fighting without any reasons. Then that time this hormone which secrete and solve that where we are fighting without any reasons, which analyze. Next one is flight, F-L-I-G-H, flight. When our mind is out of sessions, or we used to tell our mind is today out of sessions, it is not in mind, we have in two mind, irmanasa irukudhu அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம்ல. That time also this hormone which is secrete, which is solve that problem, because of that second F is flight. And third one is fright. Any unwanted situations we get fear or nervousness. Suddenly we get nervousness, sudden பயமா வந்துரும். அந்த பயத்தை போக்கக்கூடியது யாரு அப்படின்னா இந்த adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones. அப்பனா ஏன் one more question, it is very important. Name the hormones, emergency hormones. It is adrenaline and noradrenaline. Commonly it is triple F. First step is fight. எங்கெல்லாம் ஃபைட் பண்ணுதோ அதை சால்வ் பண்ணோம். செகண்ட் வந்து நம்ம மைண்டு எப்படிலாம் நாட் அண்டர் கண்ட்ரோல், நம்ம மைண்டு எப்படி கண்ட்ரோலாக இல்லையோ அப்போயும் இந்த ஹார்மோன் வந்து செக்ரேட் பண்ணி நம்ம மைண்டை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணோம். தேர்ட் வந்து நம்ம எப்போல்லாம் பயப்படுறோமோ வித்தவுட் நோயிங் ஆஸ் நர்வஸ்னஸ், நடுக்கம், இந்த மாதிரி சமயத்துலேயும் இந்த ஹார்மோன்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளை ஸ்டடி பண்ணி ஸ்டேமினாவாக வச்சுருக்கோம். அதுக்காகத்தான் இந்த ஹார்மோன்ஸ் வந்து ட்ரிபிள் எஃப் ஹார்மோன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். Functions of adrenaline hormones. Function. This adrenaline hormone which convert glycogen into glucose in the liver. Already excess glucose it will be stored in the form of glycogen in the liver. ஏற்கனவே நம்ம பார்த்தோம். குளுக்கோஸ் நம்ம அதிகமாக குளுக்கோஸ் சாப்பிட்டா அந்த இன்டேக் குளுக்கோஸ் வந்து என்ன ஆகும், நம்ம ஃபிசிக்கல் ஒர்க் எதுவுமே பண்ணுறது கிடையாது. அந்த ஃபிசிக்கல் ஒர்க் பண்ணாதப்ப எக்ஸஸ் குளுக்கோஸ் இட் வில் பி ஸ்டோர்ட் இன் த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் glycogen in the liver. Then that storage glycogen it will be converted into glucose in the liver. This is main function adrenal. Second function, it helps to increase the heartbeat and blood pressure. நம்ம heartbeat rate பிளட் ப்ரெஷரையும் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணக்கூடியது யார் அப்படின்னா இந்த அட்ரினலின் ஹார்மோன்ஸ் தான். சம்டைம்ஸ் when we are running, when we are doing heavy physical work, that time need more heartbeat rate automatically happen to stimulate, happen to increase, and that time these adrenaline hormones only which helps to increase the heartbeat rate and blood pressure, then only our normal function which will take place. Then it increases the rate of respiration by dilation of bronchi and trachea. Bronchi and trachea means this is trachea, windpipe. This is trachea or windpipe. Trachea, it is C-shaped windpipe, that is trachea. Branches of trachea, that is bronchi. One side is bronchus, two side is bronchi. When this trachea and bronchi it will be dilated, that means widening. Dilated means widen. Then rate of when which accumulate more air, then which helps to increase the rate of respiration. நம்ம சுவாசிக்கும் போது அந்த விண்டு பைப் காற்றுக்குழலும் அந்த பிராங்கி ரெண்டுமே காற்றுக்குள்ள தான், அது வந்து என்ன செய்யும், என்லார்ஜ் ஆகும். இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆன உடனே என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா ரெஸ்பிரேஷன் ரேட்டு என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா அதிகமாகும். ரெஸ்பிரேஷன் ரேட்டும் அதிகமாகும். தென் இட் டிக்ரீசஸ் blood flow in the skin. It decreases blood flow in the skin. ஏன் blood flow வந்து decrease பண்ணுது, skinல decrease பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா heartbeat ரேட்டும் respiration ரேட்டும் blood pressure ரேட்டும் increase ஆகணும். அது increase ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா ஸ்கின்னுக்கு சப்ளை பண்ணக்கூடிய blood வந்து decrease பண்ணணும். ஸ்கின்னுக்கு சப்ளை பண்ணக்கூடிய blood decrease பண்ணால் தான் heartbeat, blood pressure, rate of respiration it will be increased. That is why this adrenaline and noradrenaline it decreases the blood flow in the skin. Then last one, functions of noradrenaline. Yes, adrenaline and noradrenaline both which act as a emergency hormones already we have seen. Then adrenaline function whatever is there and same functions only which take place by noradrenaline. It is this function noradrenaline function it is similar to adrenaline function. It is similar to adrenaline functions. Then this is adrenal gland is very important and one more gland left, that is gonads, and that we can see next class.